Hi everyone. I thought it might be easier to upload a video of this because it's hard for you to know what we're doing by just an email. So just to revise what you did in the last class yourselves, you were looking at adjectives of nationality. So there's a different rule with nationality adjectives. So if you're talking about what nationality you are, if you're Irish, English, French, etc. So the same one as with normal adjectives applies for if it ends in an O or an E. So if it ends in an O, for a man, like Mexicano, for a woman, you change the O to an A, so it's Mexicana. Then a group of men, Mexicanos, OS, and a group of women, Mexican women, Mexicanas, AS. So that's the rule we always know, O, A, Os, As. And then we also had the rule if it ended in an E, like estadounidense, so that's a person from America, it was the same whether it was masculine or feminine, it stayed the E. And if it was plural, we just added an S onto it. Now there's a different rule only for nationalities if it ends in a consonant. So, for example, Español is a Spanish man, but we don't say Español for a Spanish woman, we add on an A. Now remember, this only happens with nationalities, not with other adjectives. Then if it's plural, for men, it's españoles, Spanish men, and then for Spanish women, it changes to españolas. So only with nationalities. Another example is French. So francés, francesa, franceses, and francesas. Okay? Now you can practice that rule using these nationalities here. So for example, if you were to take Inglés, an English man, an English woman would be inglesa. So you think about what would be for plural of men, English men, yeah, ingleses. And then think about for English women, you should have got inglesas. Okay? The next thing you had was las banderas, the flags, las banderas from the different países, the countries, and you had to match them up. So if you looked at the first one, you had la bandera de Estados Unidos tiene 13 rayas, so rayas is stripes, horizontales, 7 rojas y 6 blancas. También hay un rectángulo azul que tiene 50 estrellas blancas. So for homework, you would have had to translate each one and match it up to the flag. So if I just do the first one, which is what you did for homework, and thank you to those who sent me their homework. So the flag from the United States has 13 horizontal stripes, 7 red and 6 white. Also, there is a blue rectangle that has 50 white stars. So you would have to go through all of those, translate them. So the answers that you can check that you should have got was 11, 18, 15, 9, 1, 14, 4, and 2. So check those to make sure you have them correct. The next bit is just asking you about your favorite flag. So, ¿tienes alguna bandera favorita? Have you a favorite flag? Mi bandera favorita es la de Chile. So obviously he likes the one from Chile. She says, me encanta la bandera argentina. So remember, I love, or it enchants me, la bandera argentina, the Argentinian flag. And then he asks the question, ¿de qué color es la bandera irlandesa? So if you answer there to yourselves, ¿de qué color es la bandera irlandesa? Okay. The next bit of homework you had was on la comida mexicana, and you had to answer the questions. So the first one was, ¿Qué comen los mexicanos con las tortillas? So what do they eat with the tortillas? So they eat, the first answer up there, con pollo, carne, verduras o queso. So you would have answered chicken, meat, vegetables, or cheese. Your second question, ¿con qué se hace el guacamole? So what do they make the guacamole with? And your second answer should be, they make it, so hace con aguacate, avocado, sal, salt, y un poco de zumo de lima o limón, and a little bit of lime or lemon juice. The next one was, ¿Qué hay siempre en la mesa en México con cada comida? So what is there on the table in Mexico with each meal? So the answer was, siempre, always, hay arroz y queso en la mesa con cada comida. So rice and cheese. Number 4, ¿qué otro ingrediente tiene un lugar muy importante en la comida mexicana? So what other ingredient has a very important place in Mexican food? So the answer was el maíz, which is corn, also has a very important place in Mexican food. And lastly, nombra, name, 2 drinks, dos bebidas que les gustan a los mexicanos. So name 2 drinks that the Mexicans like. So there was chocolate caliente, hot chocolate, and horchata blanca, which is like a white milkshakey thing that they have. Lastly, you had to match up the 2 different groups. So you had, for example, la comida rápida, which is fast food, and that went then with las hamburguesas, las patatas fritas, y los perritos calientes. So our hamburgers, chips, and hot dogs. 2, la comida china, so Chinese food, and that went with el pollo agridulce, los rollitos de primavera, y el arroz frito. So sweet and sour chicken, spring rolls, and fried rice. Número 3, la comida italiana. So that went with la pizza, la pasta, y el risotto, an easy one. La comida irlandesa was a bit harder. That went with el estofado y las patatas. Now you would have known las patatas as potatoes, of course, but el estofado is stew. La comida mexicana or mexicana, that went with los tacos y los burritos, easy enough. Then la comida vegetariana, so that went with la lasagna de verduras, so vegetable lasagna, y las hamburguesas de lentejas. And if you remember, lentejas were lentils. La comida francesa, that went with los crepes y la sopa de cebolla, which you know is onion soup. And la comida española, that one went with F, la tortilla de patata, or Spanish omelette, la paella, y las aceitunas. Okay, so that's covering the homework bit. Then I will upload a video about what we're going to do as a class. Okay?